saw a post where someone talked about the importance of virginity, and you know how a lot of people have been online, pushing this propaganda or saying this sort of cliche sentences and statements about virginity not being the ultimate and character being better than virginity and all of that. So this person literally came and tweeted about virginity. He broke down and explained how women were created and are naturally receivers, and that is why virginity is beyond just a hymen, and that what happens when a woman's sleeps with a man is that she embodies a whole lot. She embodies the man's mentality, the man's look. She embodies his characters, his attitude, everything gradually. Like she absorbs, that man's characteristics. And so he says that in marriage, getting married to someone who is not a virgin, who has had multiple partners, is a whole lot for a man in marriage, being the fact that this woman or this lady has absorbed a lot of things from different and multiple people. So it becomes hard for her now to navigate things clearly in her family, because right now she now has a lot of mentality, a lot of psychological, emotional, mental things together from different partners. So the guy was like, so if you think being a virgin is not important, then you're just clowning. Now I like to say further on that is this: he's just trying to say minimize your body count, minimize it to the barest minimum as much as you can. Everything goes back to the beginning, everything goes back to family, everything goes back to foundation. I don't know if you've seen my recent videos, but I pretty much got upset about a certain parental conference that I went to, and the lady who was our guest speaker literally stood there and spoke about how her 15-year-old daughter, 16-year-old daughter has a boyfriend, and she knows the guy, she's okay with it, and she said something like, if you can't stop them from having one, so what you have to do is to bring them into the family, make sure that you know everything about the guy, blah blah blah, and all of that. So it literally starts from that type of upbringing. It literally starts from that type of upbringing. If parents were able to be like, you can't date until you turn 18, and set those stages and brackets for that child, the child will grow up, he or she will grow up to know that, man, I can't literally be with anybody I want, anytime and anyhow I feel like. Okay, there has to be some sort of regulation, there has to be some sort of discipline that you must have inculcated into your child, so that when the child is growing up, the child will be like, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. For me, example, I wasn't allowed to have all of that. It was so strict that at one point when I grew up and finally became an adult, I was like, damn, all these restrictions about having this, having that. But I bet you subconsciously, it groomed me into becoming who I am today. It groomed me to know that it's not okay to have so many people at the same, having so many people this after this, just So that post was literally saying, reduce your body count. If you reduce your body count, it's going to help you personally, and it's also going to help your partner. There's no need to bring all of those multiple characters into your home. So he's not condemning you. If you're not a virgin, it's fine, you can start all over again. And how do you start over again? You cleanse yourself. How do you cleanse yourself? Abstinence. Give it time. Let's say, okay, you now finally fall in love, and then the guy is not okay upstairs, and then you have to leave, and then you have to fall in. No, it can't be like that. So it simply means you have to think before you start dating. Think before you start dating. If you think before you start dating, and then when you finally start dating, you give it time, you grow together and all of that, you will see that you're going to minimize some certain things. I am not saying that long-term relationship is the best or short-term relationship is the best. I'm simply saying whatever thing you're trying to do, do it with your brain, do it with your conscience, do it with your consciousness. Be aware of whatever you're trying to do. If you are going to say, okay, I like this guy, or this guy that likes me is approaching me, and you guys talk, and you believe in his values, standards, and everything, then you can now go ahead and say, okay, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to walk down this path with you. So that's basically what that post was saying. So it wasn't really condemning anybody, it's just saying minimize your body count.